Hello guys, once again it's Matt and today we have another video. Thank you all the members, all the patrons, make sure to subscribe and let's get into it guys. And we are flying out the Su-25 SM-3 over here, which is probably one of the best cast aircraft in the game, of course, in an ARB match. To actually show to you guys how ARB should change a little bit. I've been saying this for a very long time and they always try to change it up a little bit, but the main core problem I think that we see here in any map is still the same for a very long time, since, I don't know, since the beginning of War Thunder, to be honest. The maps have increased, the aircraft got faster, they got better, but at the end of the day the meta is still basically the same, rushing to the middle of the map and killing each other in the middle of the map, right? But an aircraft such as the Su-25 suffering on these maps, and remember guys, a lot of people will actually need to grind this aircraft, and I'm not talking only about the Su-25, I'm talking about A-10s, I'm talking about any type of CAS aircraft that it's slower than the majority of the aircraft that it's actually flying with, you know, which is basically every single CAS aircraft in the game, right? Will basically suffer from this problem, you know, which is basically the map design, kind of. That's the thing. It's not really the map design, because the map design is pretty good. I think it's alright. The maps are beautiful. The maps are very diverse on the types of map that exist. I think the main problem is the mission types, you know, the mission objectives and everything that works with that. So, yeah. I think it's alright to see, oh, we have some tanks here, we have some pillboxes and everything to destroy. But they're all under the middle of the map, which means that, or they're all on the middle of the map, right? Which means that you are basically obliged to put a CAS aircraft in a place that really isn't its place. That's the thing. They always say, when people complain about these maps and stuff and how CAS aircraft actually suffer, trying to grind and like get an aircraft spaded so that it can actually be used properly in the ground battles, they always respond to that with kind of a weird thing. Like, they say that CAS aircraft is they always will have troubles because they need air cover, and yeah, that's for sure true, you know. But the thing is that the mission objectives make you go near the fighters when it's not clear of enemy fighters, right? Because it's all kinda in a singular position in the middle of the map. I think that would be the main problem with this, and the Su-25 SM-3 over here kinda dictates how bad this problem is, because this, as I said, is one of the best CAS aircraft that we have in the game, right? It is one of the highest ranking CAS aircraft in the game, and it even has the R-73, right? Which is probably one of the best missiles in the game, if not the best IR missile in the game, which means that it can defend itself at a certain point, but at the end of the day, after you shoot the two missiles, you're basically dead, right? And that's not even the point. Yeah, you can have the ability to stay alive and stuff and not put yourself in a position where, you know, there are many fighters, which is fine. But the problem is that, what are you supposed to do? That's the question, right? Because look at this. I'm getting to the battle and I'm already swarmed by enemies. That's the thing, right? These aircraft, they are slower than the other fighters, so it's not like we need bigger maps or anything like that, but at the end of the day, I just spawned in and went straight there, and there is a lot of enemies around me. And oh, but why aren't you flying in a more defensive way? Why aren't you like trying to side attack the ground targets? Well, that's the problem. You don't have the time. Every time you try to do this in an aircraft such as this one, you basically are not really, you don't have the time to get to the battle, because the aircraft is slower and the matches are so small, and there is always this little possibility that you turn in the wrong direction and face 6 enemies at the same time. So honestly, I don't have the short like answer to this or a short solution. I just think that initially it would be an amazing idea to actually spread out objectives and different objectives throughout the map. This might create, if done incorrectly, a problem of people just hiding and the match just dragging along. So it's not really a very easy thing to do. I understand that, but even the rewards, man. Look at the rewards I'm getting of firing the KH-38s. And you might think, well, fire on targets that are more rewarding, like tanks or stuff. But that's the thing, man. I was trying to fire from a very long position to be able to stay alive because I was so scared of getting killed because there's so many aircraft flying around me. So I need to do this from a far away distance. And if you fire from a far away distance in these weirdly, glitching medium tanks on these maps, these air maps, you probably won't get a kill. And even if you do, it's not a lot of points anyway, right? Not that you need to get the same amount of points for, of course, an AI ground vehicle as an aircraft, a real player aircraft, right? But at the same time, you wonder, I mean, what is the actual, like, reward or reason why you should actually use an aircraft such as this? And again, if you want to fly it in a ground battle, you still need to grind this aircraft out. I'm not saying it's impossible, you can do it. It's just that it's very weird, and there are some CAS aircraft. Like I said, this is one of the best CAS aircraft that we have. So of course the R73s can carry you through the grind, actually getting a lot of kills. The problem is that there are many CAS aircraft in the game that suffer because they don't have any means of properly defending themselves, even with the missiles, right? So it's problematic. It's like the A7. The A7 can always get a lot of kills, but only if you do head-ons with the gun pods. Then you can get a lot of kills. But come on, it's a CAS aircraft. Are you really like relying on that type of tactic? It might be fun to play, but it's kind of weird that we need to rely on this type of tactic to actually grind aircraft such as the A7, right? So yeah, we need more objectives. They need to be spread out, and they need to reward more for the CAS aircraft. The bombers, they can do bombing, especially the interdictors like the tornadoes and stuff. They can be fast enough to get to the bases, destroy the bases, and get rewards. An Su-25, an A-10, an A-7, they always kind of suffer, and it shows a little bit on how limited kind of the map is right now on that regard, right? Or the maps. It's not a like full out rant, you know, I'm just saying something that I really think it needs changing. And of course, I already love the changes that they are doing right now with the maps and stuff. But I mean, it's just my constructive kind of pushing what I think one of the problems in the game is, right? So don't get me wrong, but yeah, I think it would be cool to see a change in here, and the Su-25 really puts that into a very broad perspective, I think. But yeah, guys, let me know in the comments what you think about the maps, RRB in general. A lot of people hate it, a lot of people love it. Let me know in the comments what you think about it. I see you guys on the next one. Make sure to subscribe. Happy Easter, and bye, guys.